Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Sound Channel. We're just turning westbound here on the Washington from Main Street. Done a lot of videos in this area before. We want to come up here and see what there is to see because everything changes here. The city, the county, sometimes whoever, they come around here and they'll chase folks out. This is A Street right here, A for Alpha. You can see, welcome to fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. We're all up the left side of the street here. A lot of unhoused, unsheltered, homeless folks here in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. It's about 100 degrees outside right now, and folks are out here. There's a car with no tag. Oh, someone actually slapped a sticker on it. It's rare. But this is all right here in the shadow, right here next to us of Interstate 15, a major north-south interstate arterial highway here in the western United States, traveling all the way from northeast of San Diego and east of LA all the way up to the Canadian border in Montana. So it looks like we've got some folks living here right next to the interstate, and they've got, looks like they've taken the tents apart to provide more cover overhead. You can see all the refuse lining the roadway there as we come back up here to Owens Avenue. You can see some folks here underneath the railroad overpass, the Union Pacific Railroad overpass. Here off of Owens, here in front of Salvation Army. I have a lot of requests from viewers commenting, asking me to come up here and take a look at this area. And it changes again every time. We never know what we're going to see. You can see the folks there lining the right side of Owens here. Back up here and make a right on Main Street once more. I wish I could go down Four Master Lane, but sometimes they close it off and it's you can't get in there. So there's, oh goodness. So here we go. So maybe heat exhaustion or something right there. And these folks have nowhere to go. They're out here in the sun. 100 degrees out right now. Got some folks out here with umbrellas. Trying to seek protection from the sun there. And there is the Paiute Indian Reservation right there. The smoke shop. You can buy some cigarettes. Continue southbound here on Main Street. We'll come back up here to Washington and head westbound again. But I always want to show you guys this area in here. I feel like if someone doesn't tell their story, it won't get told. They're just kind of forgotten about. While the mayor goes and hobnobs with, high-level casino officials and leaders and stuff like that. We have all of this going on just outside the mayor's doorstep and the county commissioner's doorsteps and the city commissioner's doorsteps and everything else. It's really, I mean, I've mentioned this before on this channel back in '92 during the '92 presidential election. Ross Perot mentioned, presidential candidate back then, Ross Perot, third party candidate, mentioned that giant sucking noise that you hear is the sound of jobs being sucked out of America. Well, here in Vegas, there is also, as we pass the historic West Side School right here, right in front of us there. Very cool. There's a lot of history here in the historic West Side. Las Vegas. We continue down Washington, but it's like here in Vegas, it's like there's a huge giant sucking noise, and it is the sound of all the money and any money that locals get getting sucked up by the casinos. I mean, the Circa's going to build a Circa 2. They're, you know, putting in very expensive stuff down on the Strip. They're supposed to put in a Top Gun attraction and all this other stuff. In the meantime, room rates, very, very high, of course. If you're new to the channel, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. We really appreciate each and every single one of you. Subscribing is totally free to you. No cost whatsoever. If you want to become a member, check out the members section, membership section of the channel. And also please check out my wife's brand new channel, Cinnamon and Jupiter, here on YouTube. She does some spectacular, some spiritual and astrology videos. And even if that's not your thing, if you could still like and subscribe, it would really mean a ton to us to help her build her channel. The more subscribers she gets, the more the algorithm, my big pal Al, I call him, my big pal Al will promote her channel to other viewers. Or maybe you know someone who's into that. Marble Manor over here on the left. So we pass down way right here. Or is that down and out way? So we come up here to Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, $3.89 a gallon for regular unleaded at the 7-Eleven over there across the street. And we'll pause it here. We've got the green light here at Martin Luther King. So we'll continue westbound here on Washington. And you notice a significant difference as you move from east to west in this town. You notice more trees, more... This vehicle is just sitting here. Well, I guess it's in a lane, but nice. Come up here to Comstock Drive. But these big high walls on both sides, they don't have a bunch of graffiti on all over them like they do on the east side of town. Unless, of course, they just haven't been tagged yet. I don't know. There's some apartment buildings over here on the left that kind of follow the same design we've seen in a lot of other areas. And of course, the dumpsters are all fully exposed, tops open, and all that. It's a good thing we're not living like up in Tahoe, right? Where you have to worry about wildlife getting into the dumpsters, foraging for food and all of that. That would be a real problem. Look at this. Jet skis just sitting out there. That is, I don't know, unless you just don't want them anymore. Just want the insurance money, hoping someone will just back up there and hitch up to it and take off with them. But if it was something prized, I wouldn't want to be leaving it out there like that. Right out here on a busy street like that too. There's so much of that. People just back right up and hook up to these things. So come up here to Rancho, which is business route US 95 here. 1% checks cashed and loans there at 7-Eleven. Shout out to 7-Eleven, man. One of the pillars of our community here on the Vegas Dawn channel. 162 7-Elevens here in the greater Las Vegas area. And we have Lorenzi Park over here off to our left. Definitely check that out. We have videos of that driving through there. So please check those videos out. Looks like we got palm fronds all over the place. There's another juice stand right there. Usually those are confined to the east side of town. You don't see them over here. RVs parked in the driveways and all that kind of stuff. Also, please check out my buddy Mike. His channel is Vids from Mike. He does some spectacular sunrise and sunset videos here in Vegas, so please check those out. He's also a brand new channel here in Vegas. Good buddy of mine. I want to help grow his channel too. So he's come up here to Valley View. This is like the northern terminus, really, of Valley View, but it picks back up again. I mean, it's part of the disjointed nature of a lot of the roads here in this town. It's hard to go from one end to the other on a lot of roads simply because of the disjointed nature of a lot of them. But still continuing west here on Washington Avenue. There's a big school over here, home of the Scots. Okay. It is it's a leadership academy. We have talked at great length about how a lot of the schools here, that's kind of the thing they're doing now, right? They're no longer middle or high schools. They changed the names of them, right? So that now they're like super duper, you're gonna go far in life elementary school or something like that, right? And try to put like a positive spin on a lot of the names so that you feel, I guess, a sense of pride or something. Bear in mind, as I've mentioned in many, many videos here on the Biggest On channel, we are bottom 5 in education every year. Every year. Educational outcomes and achievements. Every year. So what did they do? They hired a new superintendent for $385,000 a year. And I don't know if that was the brainchild of the new super, but it just seems a little silly to me, in my humble opinion. Would like to thank you all again so very, very much for joining us. This is Decatur here, another major north-south artery here in Las Vegas. As we can go here. And always remember that here on the Biggest On channel, it is the journey, where what happens in Vegas stays right here on the Biggest On channel on YouTube. We're so grateful for all of you guys. Thank you so very, very much for being here. And we will see you guys on the next one.